we have an assignment which continues with volume. It's called volume of composite figures. Now, composite figures is normally when they put together shapes that we previously found the volume for. So if I want to find the volume for this shape, it looks to me like it's a cylinder and a cone. So I would find the volume of the cylinder, I would find the volume of the cone, and I would just add them together. So let's see. I have much of this all worked out to save time me writing. So I'll find the volume of each. So just like we did on the last assignment for volume, I write the formula for each shape. Then I put the numbers in. And I'm going to zoom out so I can see this whole thing here. So all I did was put in 0.33 for 1/3, 3.14 for pi. The radius, see it goes halfway across the circle, is 3. So 3 squared. The height of the cone is that 4 right there. For the cylinder, very similar. Pi, 3.14. Radius squared. The radius of the cylinder is the same as the radius for the cone. The height of the cylinder is 8.5. So I find the volume of each one. And if I want the final answer, well, I have to add those two volumes. So in this case, let's see, I'm going to write on here, add volume. So I have 37.3 plus 240.2. And just so you know, if you use calculator pi, which you can use, I'm using 3.14. Our answers will look a little bit different because calculator pi has more numbers after the 4. But your answer is still fine. You know, it's just they may look a little different. So the answer here, the final answer is 277.5 centimeters cubed. That's really the volume of the composite figure. Okay, so in this case, I had to add them. All right, looking at this example, cover up some of that other stuff, a little distracting looking there. What is the volume of the figure when the 10 millimeter diameter cylinder is removed? So it looks like they have something, almost like picture a hole being drilled in it. We want to know the volume of what's left. Well, that doesn't sound like we're going to add. That sounds like we're going to subtract. So we have two cylinders. The small cylinder, that's one on the inside, and the big cylinder. So they're both the same formula. And let's look at the small one first. Pi, 3.14. The radius is 5. Because it says up here has a 10 millimeter diameter. So I divided that 10 by 2 to get a radius of 5. The height is 40 for both of them actually. So the big cylinder looks similar, the setup, right? The height is 40 pi. Now its diameter is 18. You can, I'm sorry, that's radius is 18 because the diameter is 36. So I divided 36 by 2. That's where that came from. Then you calculate, you get your two volumes, but here we will subtract volumes. So I will put these in the calculator. We have big numbers for this one, right? Because we have 18 to the second power, but we have 40,694.4 minus 3,140, and that leaves us our final answer, 37,554.4 millimeters cubed. So again, that's our final answer. Okay, so let me show you what the assignment looks like. You'll have to find the volume of a hemisphere. That's half of a sphere. So just find the volume of a sphere, divide it by 2. But you have to show work. You're still going to have to do the 3 lines like in the assignment, the formula, the setup, the answer. Divide it by 2. Look at 2. Looks like just 2 cones. We'll find they're the same size also. They have a height of 8 and a radius of 6. You could find the volume of 1 and just multiply it by 2. This one, you're trying to find the volume of the empty space. That looks like, it reminds me of the one with 2 cylinders on the front. Except now it's a cylinder and a sphere, and I believe we will subtract on this one. So again, show your work. Finally, number 4, April is filling 6 identical cones for her piñata. Gives you a radius and a height. So it sounds like you need the volume of a cone, but 6 of them. You only have to do it once and multiply by 6. Do your best. Try to show work again. You're going to have 3 lines for that. Don't leave anything off. I was just writing those 3 lines. And if you need any help, let me know.